Hi, my name's Pete Morrill with Marble Mountain Kennels. This is Wes. And so Wes has been working for the last 3 days on our come and to the whistle and to the hear command. And so I'm conditioning him. Now I'm going to condition him to go into a crate. And you notice this isn't a crate, but that's okay because we're just teaching him to go into things that he's unfamiliar with. And boy, it's not too hard to do that, is it? So now I'm going to ask him, hey, Wes, come on out. So I'm also trying to teach him to pay attention to my hand. And we're going to eventually try to teach him to sit. But right now, it's just about the crate. This kind of looks like a crate. So for us, we use a half crate a lot with puppies like this. And this kind of simulates a half crate. It's just a little tougher than a half crate, so we use it here. Hey. That's a good boy. So all I want him to do is get comfortable about coming in and out, and I want him to pay attention to my hand. So he's starting to. He doesn't have a real reason to come out, so I'm going to give him a reason. There he goes. Good. So again, I'm going to do the crate command, kennel, and throw that in there. And then I'm going to say, hey, okay. And all he's doing is following the food. Now, once I've got him following the food to some extent, I'm going to ask him to pay a little attention to my hand. And I'm going to show him that there's food in the hand. And then I'm going to kind of encourage him to sit. So you can see that I'm using my hand, just putting it over his head, cupping his chin so he has a little bit of motivation to maybe crouch down and sit in the rear end. So all I'm trying to do, this is day one of this, is kind of give him motivation and then have him accidentally sit. So hopefully he will. And if he doesn't, I'm going to kind of encourage him, but I really would like him to do it without me forcing it. So, come on, Wes. All right, so we're going to force it just a little bit. Good, good. And then I'm going to give him the food. And he's going to learn that when he was in that position, then I'm going to say, Wes, kennel. Good. And then I'm going to say, okay. So what he's doing is he's starting to learn to follow the food. And again, the sit command is the harder one for him. So I'm keeping him on a leash. Pretty soon, as soon as he feels me cupping his chin, he's going to sit. But he's not there yet. So some puppies get this really quickly and some puppies not as quick. Then I'm just going to push his rear end. Good. And then I'm going to give him the food. And he needs to pay attention to me giving him the food. He doesn't even know that my hand creates the food yet. Kennel. But he likes that sound. And I like to use that sound. Wes. Okay. Good. We're going to just repeat it one more time and see if we can get him to sit. And once he does sit, I'm going to say good and then let him go. Again, just cupping it. Good. Kennel. So now I got 2 out of that kernel. So really it's very simple, but what's going to happen eventually, and you're going to see this happen in 3 or 4 days, is his head is going to go up and look at my hand, and then his rear end is going to start shooting down because he always gets good things when that rear end shoots down. So again, first day, I'm just encouraging him to sit on his own. He's not there. Good boy. Kennel. Good. So you saw him voluntarily sit. At first, I'm just using my hand to guide his head up. When his head goes up, then he naturally is going to go into the sitting position. We'll try it one more time because he's now done it 3 or 4 times semi-successfully. Oh, our camera person is kind of confusing him. So he's going to get used to turning this part off by sitting. Not quite there yet. Oh, not quite there. Good. Good. So I give him the food as soon as his rear end, and I also give him that positive reinforcement. Kennel? Very, very simple, and you're going to be surprised what happens in 3 days as he continues. We're introducing sit, and we're introducing crate. He also went up steps to get into the house, so I did that in this way. So when I do steps, here you go, Wes, here you go. I just give him a little bit more enticement to go up the stairs. So there's one, and he's got to take the first step up, and then if he pays attention, he's going to take another step up. And today he learned how to get from the garage to there we go. Good. And so how do you teach your puppy to get used to things? It's just you keep rewarding him, okay? So he starts to learn on his own that if he's adventuresome, he gets rewarded. This is Wes. We're learning sit, aren't we? I'm Pete Morrill. We're about deepening canine connections. Join us next time when Wes shows that he can really sit.